Hello everyone, Dinky Jeet, Physiology and more, and today is day 4 of cold adaptation. For those of you who live in Iowa, you have any better reason than any. You have honestly the best reason to adapt to the cold because it's cold. It's going to be cold as shit, and there's nothing we can do about it. We can't control the cold, so why not adapt to it? Why would you not want to adapt to the cold, living in Iowa or living in other colder climates? Okay, because here's the thing. The more you adapt to the cold, the less cold it's going to feel or the less overwhelming it is going to be. Yes, at first it's always going to be overwhelming. But the more you're out in the cold, the more you adapt to it, the lesser and lesser the cold is going to be overwhelming to you and be like, oh shit, it's so cold out here. Be like, oh, you know what? It's not that bad. People like yesterday, it's decently cold, but people are like, man, it's cold as shit out there. So yeah, it's not too bad. This morning when I did my 5 deep breaths outside with no shirt on, it didn't feel like, it was definitely cold. I even felt the cold breeze, but I did not realize until I looked at the temperature that with the wind chill, it felt like negative 21 degrees. I was like, it really did not honestly feel that cold. And then when it gets back up into, let's say, like the 30s, like it's going to coming up soon, because that's just how the crazy weather here is in Iowa, then, it's going to be like, wow, this is actually nice. It almost feels like summertime. Not essentially, but in a sense, it kind of basically gives you an idea of how beneficial it can be to adapt to the cold and how how beneficial it can be to adapt to the cold and how important it is to actually do that. Okay, I understand a lot of you are probably thinking, oh, I don't want to do that shit. I just want to stay inside where it's warm. All right, that's fine. But you know what? The more you do that, guess what? The more the cold is going to be overwhelming to you. And then the others out there who are adapting to the cold, it's really not that bad. Plus, it's going to strengthen your immune system because, like I said, when you do this cold therapy, especially mixed with breathing techniques, but even the cold therapy alone, will delve deep into your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the core of your immune system, which is going to strengthen your immune system from the very beginning, from the core. Okay, you talk about like core training. Okay, your abdominals and our lower back, that's the core of the human body. Okay, so when you strengthen that, when you get that strong and balanced and everything, honestly, that really helps control a lot of things in the body, helps your balance, helps your coordination, things like that. Pretty much the same thing. The cold adaptation is going to help the core of your immune system, so it's going to strengthen your immune system from the inside out. Okay, so especially those of you who have a weak immune system, number one, I would definitely recommend do it a little bit slower and more gradually than most people. But also, that is honestly even better reason to adapt to the cold. We got to be keeping these things in mind. We got to change our mindset about this. Embrace the cold. I hate the cold. It scares the shit out of me to be cold. But you know what? I embrace it. When I feel that cold, it's overwhelming, but then it's like, oh, okay. Think of the benefits. Don't think of, oh, it's cold as shit. Think of the benefits. So let's get out there, stay motivated, believe in yourself, believe you can do it, and believe that you deserve it. Let's get out there. Let's go.